Don't know why I'm way over here, but here we go.
Why are we all over there?
Right? I know, well, it's right there. So, good morning, everybody. Welcome to our coffee chat and our broadcast this morning. What a difference a week makes, right? Both in good ways and in some tragic ways. With the fires going on in California, I know some folks who've lost their homes, and I'm sure a lot of you do know some folks there as well. But we'll go ahead and get started. We just have a few announcements today, but we'll open up for more questions if you wish. The first thing I'd like to say is just a huge thank you to the staff for all of their efforts last week, and obviously to all of you for your cooperation and collaboration. But we have some team members in the back. If you'd like to give them a round of applause, I'm sure they'd appreciate that. I've got one reminder for us. Next Monday at 2 o'clock in the Commons, we have our resident town hall. So that's coming up quick, and we'll look forward to more updates next week. But I'm going to turn it over to Emily Endert, and we'll pass it on to whoever is speaking today. I think it's Hallie and Tim, and anyone else who might have some updates. Just please come forward. Emily.
Good morning. I'm Emily Endert, Director of Human Resources. And today I wanted to share with you the annual recognition numbers for service at Covenant Woods. We had intended to have our event last week, but it's moved now until Thursday. So we will have it to recognize those people. But this year we'll be recognizing 77 employees who have either 3, 5, 10, 15, or 20 years of service. And almost every department is included in that recognition. We have 41 employees with 3 years, 5 employees with 17 years, 10 employees with 10 years, 2 employees with 15 years, and 1 employee with 20 years. One you all know and love, Kent Alley. So, starting tomorrow or possibly Thursday morning, we will have the tables out here in the Taylor Gallery with pictures and bios of these folks, so you'll be able to see and see what they've been up to at your leisure. And then when you pass them in the hall, please congratulate them. This is for anniversary dates in 2024. We usually wait till the end of the year to recognize everyone at the same time. But during the year, when their anniversary occurs, they receive a letter from Tom, as well as a catalog or a link to a website where they can order something that recognizes their service. And people they definitely take advantage of that and do seem to enjoy the things that they've gotten. I've seen binoculars, cookware, fishing rods, all kinds of things. So there's a good variety for them to choose from. And then starting tomorrow afternoon, when the portraits come down out here, we will have a small display of employee artwork that will be up through the end of February. So it's Celebrate Employees Month. That's all I have today. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. I have quite a lot of things because some things got rescheduled and there's some fun programs going on in January and also February, but I'm not talking about February yet. First, for some outings, it's not too late to sign up for the Riverbound Cafe Lunch Bunch outing, which is January 21st. There's also a dinner group on January 22nd to Hooked Seafood and Raw Bar. Both of those should be good. You can also still sign up for the Glen Allen Cultural Arts Center performance with Tim Paxton, Kathy Fink, and Marcy Merkser, and that is on March 14th. Those are all advertised in this upcoming, or the January connections. And this is a reminder for subscription holders and ticket holders, season subscription holders for like the Forum or the Symphony or stuff like that. If you are signed up to go on any outing and you no longer are able to go and you want somebody else to take your ticket, please call me first. If you cannot reach me, you can call the front desk. All participants who end up getting on that bus and going somewhere need to be on that roster. So I need to make sure that they're all cleared by me. I don't want you guys giving your ticket to somebody and then they're not on that list and they can't get on the bus because we want to use your tickets. For in-house programs, we will be showing A Man on the Inside, which is a Netflix comedy starring Ted Danson, every Friday at 2:30 p.m. This week we'll be here in the Commons. Every other week, here in the multi-purpose room. Every other week we'll be here in the Commons. It's a really fun comedy. It's 8 episodes. We watched episodes 1 and 2 last week. If you missed them, definitely try and watch them or contact me and I can see if I can get a way for you to watch them. But episodes 3 and 4 this week, lots of fun. Definitely stop by. You can also start buying Valentine's Day flowergrams for your friends or loved ones here at Covenant Woods. Order forms are at either front desk, and we will deliver them on Friday, February 14th, which is Valentine's Day. There's a lot of information on that order form, but if you have any questions, you can let me know. The card making class, which was scheduled for last week, has been rescheduled to this Wednesday at 1 p.m. in the Arts and Crafts room. Call the registration line to sign up. And the art opening and reception for the artist Koloki, who is, he is the artist, if you've been over in the Mech in Manor East, there's a big mural on that wall, nature landscape. He painted that, so he'll be here. His art opening is today at 3:30 in the lodge lobby, so stop by, see his art, get some refreshments. It'll be a good time. And last, we have our Thank Our First Responders event at 1 p.m. on, I didn't write down the date, I think it's January 29th. It's like the last Wednesday in January. So 1 p.m. to 2:30 in the Commons. So you can still sign up to make desserts and definitely stop by day of to meet our first responders and thank them and just get to know them. That is all I have. Any questions? Okay, thanks. Have a good day.
Good morning. Just wanted to share that as of January 1st, the J. Edwin Givens Scholarship application period opened for staff. So I'm sharing that because you can, as a resident, you can help in one of 2 ways. If you would like to make a donation to the Givens Fund, you can do that. But if you know of an employee that may be applying for the application, you can write a letter of support and recommendation for them. So that is, the application period ends February 20th. So if you are writing a letter, I just need to have it before then. So just wanted to share that. Last year, we awarded 26 scholarships totaling over $48,000, I believe it was. So it's a very popular program with our residents, and we hope we have a record number of applications again this year. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I want to update everybody on 2 things. One is how we fared out of the water outage that we had. We actually did very well. We had some horrible reports from different campuses in through and out Richmond of pump failures, boiler failures, lots of things that happened with water coming back into the buildings with sludge in it, discoloration. So we have had none of that, thank goodness. We were able to, the one thing that we had here in Hanover County was a drop in pressure before we lost all pressure. So that gave us a warning sign to be prepared for what might come. And when it did happen, when we had the half pressure drop away to no pressure was midday, so we were able to get in front of cutting off some of the boilers, cutting off some of the pumps. Some things were offline, which is why we had to bring it back up once we had cold water pressure. So everything is back online. Everything looks real well right now. So we fared pretty decent compared to a lot of places around Richmond. So thank goodness for that. The other thing I wanted to bring up was the weather. You have to help pay attention to the temperature drops and the weather that's coming in the very near future. I pay attention to NOAA. NOAA had us as a snow event with the storm coming in. They've since backed off that to having rain, but the temperatures fluctuate from above freezing during the day to below freezing at night. And that plays havoc with how we have to treat it. If it is rain, it's very difficult to pre-treat anything because it will wash it off. If it is snow, we will be able to pre-treat, which helps it not bond to the asphalt. It doesn't mean it won't lay on sidewalks and asphalt. It just means it won't bond. It's easier to push. So be very cognizant of the temperatures when we go above freezing during the day and the snow and ice is still out there. Anywhere where it looks like it will run across the sidewalks or a walkway in the parking lots, just be very cognizant that it might look wet, but it could very well be black ice. And that's what we have to be aware of with the temperatures like they're going to happen. We try to get on top of that. Actually, walking in, I passed a large pass of black ice that had melted on a curb line and came down and refroze. So we're going to get that taken care of. But we try to make rounds each morning to see where that's at. If you come across that, please just call the concierge or security or Donna. Let us know where it's at, and we'll get on top of that as quick as we can. Okay? Do we want to do questions? Does anybody have any questions for me or other presenters?
I would just like to say, and I think I'm speaking for all the residents, we sure do appreciate everything y'all did for us last week.
It's a big team effort. That was for sure. Big team effort. It's a good group of folks here. When you have a crisis event and leadership as well as the employees pull together and change course. Change is hard for lots of folks, but because they're used to routine. But the employees really jumped in, changed course, and got it done. And it is just a great group of people here. Absolutely.
Yeah, I just wanted to add on to that. The crew was out before 7 o'clock Saturday morning shoveling walks and driveways. I mean, they were cranking. They did, how'd you get them in here that quick? I don't know, but they were going for it, I'll tell you.
We've got 2 layers of snow removal. We actually contract with a company who does most of the equipment and the cottages. And they are the ones who do a lot of the pre-treat on the main roadways, parking lots, but they are, we try to schedule with those folks and time things around the storms and when we can hit the parking lots and when's the best time to do that. And then our folks pick up a lot of the sidewalk areas. We got a couple machines with brooms on them, and those work wonders. I've had those in the past, and they are an absolute time saver, and they do a great job getting stuff off walkways. So it's a combined effort, but the timing of it is what is impactful. So that's why I say when we're looking at these storms coming in, just be very cognizant of the time frames when things happen. If they come in at night and it's a freezing rain, it is very hard to deal with. Snow is easier, as long as it's not very deep. But we can pre-treat in front of snow. We can't in front of rain. And temperature drops will just freeze it. So just be very aware. Thank you, guys.
Thanks very much. So I guess for me as a New Englander, you all need to define deep. So that's all I'm going to say. All right, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your day. Stay safe. We'll see you around the campus. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.